These are adverbs of degree. This is a drooling bastard. I will attempt to show how even this wet-mouthed tramp can use adverbs of degree. Despite the difficulty it may take for someone with a slobbering speech impediment and predominantly Ebonic grammar, we will find out if this dribbling mouth jackass can properly use adverbs of degree. This is the Strength Campaign. I'm Mr. Randolph, and this is Mr. Randolph's Grammar. Greetings. I hope you like the intro. Independent studies have shown that white people having the one token black friend that dances all the time helps people understand adverbs of degree. But what's your take? Does this hipster Carlton Banks help you understand adverbs of degree? Or are there other black guys that dance consistently around white people help you understand adverbs of degree? Let me know in the comments how this has helped you within the lesson. But enough about that. What are adverbs of degree? And with that being said, bet it up. Let's learn some shit. So adverbs of degree tell us about the intensity or the extent of an adjective or verb that it applies to. Ways to identify adverbs of degree is that they come before the term that they modify, and they typically end in ly. So they speak about the intensity or the degree of something, whatever it may be describing. But how do we identify them? And what are some examples? Examples of adverbs of degree would be usually, completely, almost, highly, incredibly, and strongly. Be mindful, there are some adverbs of degree that speak to different parts of speech. The term pretty can double as an adverb of degree as well as an adjective depending on how it's used. An example sentence would be, no, there's nothing pretty about you except for you have some pretty long lashes and they look pretty damn silly. In the first clause, pretty was used as an adjective because it gave a description of what she wasn't. Opposed in the second clause, pretty spoke to the length of her silly ass lashes. And I thought that was pretty silly. Silly like you're gonna go cross-eyed if the wind blows too hard. That type of silly. Don't put those dumbass lashes in. Let's move forward. The term really can serve also as an adverb of degree or an adverb of manner. Adverbs of manner typically also end in ly, but this is in a later lesson. To add on, the term really can be used as an interjection as well. Such as, if someone did some really dumb shit and you gave them a really long stare and looked at them and said, really? So now that we know what adverbs of degree are and examples, this slobbering off sleazeball can use adverbs of degree.
How you getting your haircut?
Man, I just need this right here linked up, man. I want this right here. You came strongly recommended from my dude, man. I really don't like switching up barbers because I'm a pretty ass nigga, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay, cool.
But just the beard, man. Just the beard. I don't even take my. I heard you was incredibly good, man. So you know, I don't need to take my hat off. You just line my beard up.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get you together. Damn, man, really?
What?
Why would you get your whole lip situation all unusually wet like that? Who you think you is, Uncle L?
That's where I learned it from, bro. I'm just trying to get cut, bro. I don't know what you
Ooh,
talking
man,
about.
and it's stinking. Your breath smell like old bus seats.
Bro, I just woke up, man. I came, hey, man, this is unprofessional, man. That's what I'm saying. My dude usually know. I ain't like that, bro. I'm a clean man, man. I'm pretty good with this stuff, man.
Man, I'm almost completely uncomfortable with this. I mean, your lips is unusually wet, man. You know what I mean? You know what? I don't even want to do this.
Bro, you serious?
Dead
Bro,
ass.
come on, bro. This...
Oh, you know what, man? Don't even worry about it, cuz, you know what I mean? You got the wrong barber. Maybe somebody else can get you together.
Damn, man.
I really don't like switching up barbers because I'm a pretty ass ninja. Despite the fact that the term pretty would in fact be an adverb of degree, in this particular instance how it's used, it would be an adjective, which if we said that it's pretty good, it speaks about the degree of how good it was. Or if it was pretty cold, it speaks about the degree of the weather. But in this instance, this would be an adjective. So let's go forward. Damn, man, really? Why would you get your whole lip situation unusually wet like that? Now, in this instance, really could teeter as being an interjection, in which we'll get into in later lessons, but this could be either an interjection or an adverb of degree. So it speaks about the degree of really. It speaks about how wet he got his nasty ass mouth, which I don't fucking understand, because why would you do that when somebody's about to go near your mouth? I don't care if your lips are ashy or not, like, that's weird. And we have unusually. Why would you get your whole lip situation all unusually wet like that? Because that was fucking weird. We can even see slobber on the side of his lips when he was doing that disgusting shit. But these would be the adverbs of degree. Let's go forward. I'm almost completely uncomfortable with this. Your lips are unusually wet. Now, the adverbs of degree would be almost completely and unusually, because almost and completely speaks about the degree of how his state of mind is with getting ready to go to his nasty ass mouth and line up his mustache and goatee. They are unusually wet, which is just gross, disgusting. Not to mention the fact he had bad oral hygiene by even putting himself out there by saying he just woke up, which he probably would burn the barber's index finger with his disgusting saliva, because they were unusually wet with some type of miasma, sulfuric acid, or whatever was in his disgusting mouth from his sleep. Let's go forward. So we see that even his bubble mouth, biscuit head ass was able to use adverbs of degree. Good for him. Now that you've learned adverbs of degree, let's take a brief test to gauge your knowledge on them. I had enough of you, bitch. I'd rather violate my parole and go back to the joint. Can you figure out the adverb of degree, or if there are more than one adverbs of degree within this sentence and clause? If you guessed enough and rather, you are correct, because he speaks about how he had enough of the bitch. Bitch, I've had enough. And enough speaks to the degree of how much of the bitch he's had. And rather speaks to the degree. In contrast, he'd rather have a commissary bag in JPay and stand up at 4 o'clock than to deal with that bitch. And sadly, I gotta say, I really feel him. Let's move forward. Bro, I really don't do stuff like this, but I come to you as a man. Someone told me that you were positively hitting Star Mika. Can you figure out the adverb of degree or adverbs of degree within these two sentence clauses? If you guessed really and positively, you are correct, because he speaks about how he really does not do things like this. That's the degree of how he does not do stuff like that, which probably is a fucking lie, because his words are too scripted. Like, he does this shit a lot, and even possibly went through her phone. Boyfriends are out here losing, bro, especially the ones that have women that are baby moms. Nonetheless, let's see the response. The gentleman replies, definitely, intensely, and deeply, lil homie, go play Xbox. Can you figure out the adverb of degree, or if there are more than one adverbs of degree within this sentence and clause? If you guessed definitely and intensely, and as well as deeply, you are correct. Because not only was he knocking Star Mika's block off, but he definitely was, intensely was, and deeply. So these adverbs of degree speak to how he was putting Star Mika all the way together and then politely told that shit stain to go play Xbox. Girl, we too polished to drink my beer out the can. Just use a straw, bitch. Can you figure out the adverb or adverbs of degree within these sentences and clauses? If you guessed to and just, you are correct. The term to speaks to just how polished they are, and the term just speaks to the degree of how much they should use a straw for their beer. It's like we too polished. Like, just use a straw, bitch. No, that's not polished, bitch. Like, don't drink beer. Like, have a wine or something more lady and sophisticated. Let alone a straw. She may have said that shit with a cigarette in her mouth or a Black and Mild or some other bullshit. And a fucking bag of pork rinds in her hand, more than likely. Let's move forward. I am extremely excited that they have BBL payment plans. Can you figure out the adverb or adverbs of degree within this final sentence on this test? If you guessed extremely, you are correct. In this instance, it speaks to the degree of her excitement. How she's excited to get a fake butt and fuck up her credit. And to have the funny built shape with the little bitty tiny ass legs at the bottom of the big stupid extra dumbass butt up top. Good for her. I hope you done well on the test. So not only have we learned about adverbs of degree, but we've also learned that it's weird to lick your lips in any fucking capacity when getting your mustache lined up.